Sorry, I didn't want to talk and ruin the clap. What do you mean? Get like what?
You know, like the little nerves.
Oh,
it just
yeah,
came
the
because of
nerves.
you.
I'm sorry.
But no,
Every
it's
time
fine.
I press the button,
it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing.
Help it. And it's like, why?
This is only 100 and...
Girl, every time. But I feel like that lets me know that I care.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I
If I
agree.
was just here like, fuck it, fuck this shit. Welcome back to another episode of The Least Favorite. I'm your girl, Natalie.
Toni.
And we are going to talk a lot of shit today. I'm excited. I wanted to start off with catching up with you. I wanted to talk about, you just had a birthday.
Yes.
You're officially 31.
I am.
How do you feel?
We officially in our 30s, baby. It's giving stress. It's giving...
Gray hair. You have gray hairs yet?
I have one.
Oh, you good, girl.
Little...
I got a
Oh,
lot.
multiple? Oh,
That's why I went blonde, because it hides it a little bit more.
Wow, you just put it all out there. Okay. Now
Girl.
y'all know when she goes lighter.
That's
the problem.
No, I have a lot though, but I think because my mom started getting them in her 30s. So it's just genetic. It is what it is.
One in the middle of my head. That was it.
Oh, that's nothing. I
One.
wish. I fucking wish. Did your mom get gray hairs quick?
I have to ask her.
You
I'm
gotta
not
ask
sure.
her.
But yeah, my birthday was great.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first birthday in a while that I wasn't like, turn out. I was just like, you know what? Mommy needs some time to herself. I went to Sojo Spa Club. It was great. It was amazing. The food was great. I just had a whole day to myself.
Yeah.
That's
I saw
it.
you posted the reel, and I was like, this should look mad nice. Because I want to go. So
We
what?
should
Can
go.
you just break it down for me real quick? For anybody who wants to go, who has been,
Sojo
but like...
Spa Club is like attached to a hotel, so you can stay there. It's in near Edgewater, New Jersey, hence all the views. So basically you walk in, it's like a no shoe,
You gotta love fucking New York. You hear this shit? Jesus. Go ahead.
It's like a no shoe, no sandal, whatever, like spa.
Okay.
They have acupuncture, massages, like mad services that they have, so you could set that up. But I would definitely suggest to set that up way earlier. Because it gets booked. It's like a popular place now, you know. And then what else? So they have I was there, I want to say for like at least 3 hours, and I still didn't hit every single jacuzzi, infinity pool.
They got multiple ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They have like 6 floors of everything has like something a little bit different.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yeah. So
Wait, you went by yourself?
Yeah, girl.
Girl.
I was there by myself,
Good
girl. I went by my damn self.
Good for you.
So yeah, they have like pools that you could just they only come up to here, and it's
Okay.
like foot massage. It has like rocks, so you walk on them and you see the
Okay.
views. It's like a
Oh,
little.
that's fucking
It's
lit.
cute. And then you have like these infinity pools. Everything's heated. Infinity pools. Then you have like these major jacuzzi sections. Like people were there getting soaked like top to bottom because there's like these massive massage, like hard, like some of the people was walking out and they got like red marks on their back because it's really hard. Like I didn't feel no type of way about not getting another service that I wanted, like some acupuncture or whatever, because I was there. I was just like, oh, back massage.
I don't like that shit.
Like what?
Like the when it's hard pressure. That's why jacuzzis, I don't
they
sit
have
where the
different
jets
levels.
are.
No, they have different levels. It's like soft, medium,
Okay.
large. Yeah, so you can.
Okay.
They have
Okay.
foot like ones, back
Okay.
ones, whole body ones. So you just in there and it was good.
It was amazing. I've only seen people because when they usually go, they post when they're in the outside one. There's only one of the one that you were in, like outside where you could overlook.
That's
There's
just
only one like
pool. No.
There's multiple that
Each
overlook.
and that's the best one because I
Okay.
think that's like one of the
That's
highest
the one
levels.
I see, yeah,
It's
posted.
the infinity pool. There's no jacuzzi or anything there. It's just a heated pool that you go and just chill. But the other ones, they all have like views. They all have views. But that's like one of the best ones. But they all have views. It was great. Yeah. They have a nap area. Like, yeah, they have like a whole like cafeteria. It's cute.
I want to do it. And there's parking? Like a parking lot? Oh,
they have valet or parking
I think
lot.
I want to do that for my birthdays. Because you know what's interesting? What you said is that this was the first year that you weren't on some turn up shit.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to be on no turn up shit either this year. I don't give a fuck about a brunch, a club. I don't want to do
Welcome
any
to your
of that.
30s.
I just want to be alone in silence, chilling, relaxed. So you had a good birthday.
I did.
Very happy for you. So that was over this weekend. You did that.
Yeah.
Over
We went to dinner.
Yes.
I forgot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
So we went to, like, my whole day was like real. So I went to the spa until like Cairo got out of school. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we took the boys to like Genevieve's. It's like some milkshake ice cream place. Mm-hmm. And it's so cute. Genevieve's and Throg's Neck, if your child is having a birthday, it is adorable.
I've never even heard. Well,
it's adorable.
Yeah.
Like they had a Bad Bunny 6-year-old birthday party going on in the back, and it was adorable. Like,
really?
It fits like 75 to 100 people. Yeah. In Throg's Neck, it's adorable. Anyway, they gave me the little, what is it? The candle that...
Oh, yeah. With the sparklers?
Yes.
Yeah.
They sang to me, sparkler. It was so cute. So that was with the kids. Then we dropped with the kids. And then we went back to New Jersey. We went to dinner and stuff. So it was nice.
Right?
Know Who.
Oh, Know Who.
Close enough.
So close, whatever. The food looked good.
It was good.
You had a really, like, it was chill. It was fancy.
Eventful, but...
Do you feel older? You know what I mean? Like, do you feel any type of way?
I still can't believe we out of high school, girl. I'm still on that type of time. I can't believe like we over here.
I don't feel my age.
I'm still like 10 years.
Yeah, I don't feel my age at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel like the older you get, the less you want to be around people. Like, you just want to be to yourself.
I think we just have different priorities. We don't need a whole show for 31, you know? Remember my 29th? It was just you and me. And we did turn up. We went to the spa.
And then we went to the Latin Escape in New Rochelle.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But it was just you and me.
And we got lit though.
We did.
We had the shots.
We did get lit, but Shorty was in sweatpants, no makeup.
Was chilling. I didn't have makeup on. I had my hoodie.
We was chilling. It was just you and I. Like, that's it.
I think you have more fun when you do shit like that.
Yeah.
Because then you plan the whole shebang and it's like, all right.
Extra.
I'm good.
You nervous about this? Anxious about this?
I will say though, my 30th birthday, I turned the fuck up.
Oh.
I went to 3 different spots.
My 30th.
Oh, your 30th was lit. Yo, Toni got so.
But you know,
bitch, no. Let's talk about your birthday though, because I was sick. No. I was sick for your birthday, and I powered through. Like, I remember I had a cold, but by the end of the night, I couldn't breathe. Like, I don't know what it was. If you are sick, do not smoke hookah. That is such a bad idea. My tonsils or whatever got so swollen.
Oh my God.
And throughout the night, you kept asking me questions, and like something was wrong with the. I remember something with the bottle, and I had to talk to someone about it, and I couldn't talk.
Pain.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna die. Like, this is gonna be how I live my last day smoking hookah. Like,
I will never forget, because Natalie's not good with pain. So just the fact
at
that
some point I was just like this.
Yeah.
Like,
and she's
I can't
not
breathe.
good with pain. Like, so the fact that she just thugged it out, like, that's a real nigga right there. Because she would not. She would never. She would be like, I'm home.
Speaking about pain, we're gonna talk about my cool sculpting experience.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
I'm so ready for this.
All right. So I walk in. It's fine. Whatever. Like, I walked in, the girl who actually, so they take before pictures. So they strip you down. You get into like their little garments. She took before pictures. So I did my arms and my chin. The girl who did me, the nurse, she did her arms. She was like,
you're gonna love. Nurse?
There's a nurse there. Oh. And so they set you up, whatever. So she was like, she did her arms. Oh, I'm obsessed. You're going to love the results, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, great. All right. So they start with the chin. Bitch. It's like a mini vacuum. They did one side of my chin. It sucks the fat, whatever.
Right.
So as it's starting to get cold, it starts freezing the area. That shit hurts. Yeah. It's like fire.
Wow.
So at some point, I'm just laying there because you can't talk. It's like the pressure is really like you can't talk, you can't move. So I'm just laying there with the remote. And I'm like, at some point, my body just gave up. My body was like, bitch, we're not staying awake through this. We're going to sleep.
You went to sleep?
I fell asleep quick.
What they was doing your chin?
I fell asleep.
Oh.
I couldn't move and I was just there. So I fell asleep. Then when she came back, she had to massage the area to like, she was like 70% of the results comes from the massage. Like right now, all that fat is just there. We have to break it up so you can start releasing it.
Okay.
So she starts massaging me. Girl, the way I wanted to hit this lady, because it hurt so much. It feels
this
like
is the first time that I hear any testimony about
pain. And I'm like, these bitches be lying on YouTube.
To talk about this.
Start
for
talking
real about it.
I mean, but then again, you did say I have a low tolerance.
Yes, but they need to voice if there's any discomfort.
They just be like, oh, it's just mild discomfort during the massage, but everything else is a breeze. I'm like, no, everything else is not a breeze. So whatever. I feel like they get paid to say that just to get more people to want to do it, honestly. So she massaging it. It feels like a dagger is being like stabbed, like you're getting stabbed with a dagger because all the blood is coming back, whatever. So they did that on both sides. So this was 35 minutes here, 35 minutes there, done. Then the arms, okay, you do the outer side of the arm, 30 minutes. The arm hurt more than the chin. The pain shoots to the brain, bro. Like, it hurt so bad that towards the end, when she finally finished the arm, she was like, okay, I'm going to leave the wipes. You can clean up. You can get dressed. As I'm getting dressed, I'm lightheaded. I'm nauseous because I feel the pain in my arm that I'm like, I need to sit down. Like, I'm doing too much right now. I need to sit down. So I just had to, but it only lasts like 10 minutes, the pain, but it's like the longest 10 minutes of your life. And then the massage for the arms, she uses that gun. You know, it looks like a gun.
Massage gun.
It's a massage gun, right?
Yeah.
So that's what she's using.
But it goes
No, this was like the fastest fucking setting.
Wow.
So yeah, I still have to make one more appointment for my arms.
And the massage, okay, so now I'm a little scared because the massage gun, I've had it before and it's amazing.
It's
but
great.
But if you don't have it if you have it in the wrong spot and it's sensitive, it hurts.
Yeah.
Because it's really good.
So imagine the whole area being
Oh
super
my
sensitive
God.
and she's just
Y'all
there.
lying ass, trifling ass.
And it's 2 minutes and she's counting down. She's like, all right, 1 minute left. 30. She's like, I know, just hang in there, hang in there. I'm like, hang in there, bitch. But it was funny because I was telling Anthony that I thought of him because he likes pain like that. So I feel like he would have enjoyed. Some people like that feeling of pain or pressure. You ever been sore and you like press on the muscles?
It feels good, yeah.
I don't like that feeling, but some people do.
That's me all day.
I like that. Yeah.
So
I'll be massaging it like just to, you know.
yeah.
I'm
so
weird. I like going to the dentist when they be picking up my teeth.
Oh, that's different.
that I don't like.
No, thank you. No.
Yeah, that I don't like. So that was the experience, but I am excited to see the results. I do just have one more session in a month. She said I could go, or 2 months. And I should have my full results by July. So I'll have my after pictures, and then we can compare.
And so if you really see close to the results
Yes.
that you wanted, you would suck it up and do it again?
I was like, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I'll do my stomach.
So it was painful, but.
Worth it. If it's going to be worth it, it's worth it.
All right,
whatever.
that's the punchline then. That's
And
good.
it's not like, again, no knives were used, no anesthesia. So I just feel a little bit more safe about that. But anyway, let's get into the episode. We're going to transition.
Let's get into it. You probably would have spoke so much about this.
Catch up. Sometimes you gotta
up.
catch up. All right, so we're gonna do the topic from the bow, and
Your
it's my turn to pick. All right, I'll do this one. All right. These are tightly wrapped.
All right.
All right. How many countries have you visited? Oh, this is good.
Okay.
Countries. Does a cruise count if you weren't there for that long?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So.
Thank you for mentioning that. It makes me feel better.
1, 2, 3. All right.
If it's like a U.S. territory, that's still one country. That's
So
still
St.
US.
Thomas won't count?
That's Virgin Island, ain't it? U.S. Virgin
Yeah.
Island?
But it's
US.
still, all right, whatever.
No Puerto Rico.
Hater.
then.
So no Puerto Rico.
Oh.
No, Puerto Rico's not the country. All right. I'm going to just list them. Canada, Mexico, Jamaica, DR.
Good. You on 4 already.
That's about it. That's all I could think of.
Yeah.
That's all you-
I think I only have 3, like DR, because if we're not counting Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
and we're not counting any.
I mean,
Bermuda, I guess, don't
Puerto
count
Rico's a
either.
third world country.
Bermuda? What doesn't Bermuda count? Bermuda's a U.S. territory?
Is it?
I don't think so.
No, I think.
Okay, Bermuda. Okay, so
You've been to Bermuda, bitch? When?
the cruise.
Oh,
When I went to the cruise when he turned 1.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
we went to
nice.
Bermuda. It
I'm
was really
sorry,
nice.
but
Bermuda.
Puerto Rico is a third world country.
It is.
It
It
is.
really is.
Oh. Yeah. That's it, right? I'm
I
trying to
think
think
so.
right now. Yeah. Okay, good. All right,
Yeah.
that was a good topic.
Yeah.
I want to go more though. Like, what other countries do you want to visit?
Want to visit Canada?
Yeah.
I want to go to. I'm
Canada was
envious.
nice.
I want to go.
You have to go.
It's right there. Why haven't I gone?
It's literally
I don't know.
right there. You can drive.
But yeah, no, I've just been here, Bermuda, Puerto Rico, DR, of course.
I want to do like
it.
so I want to go to Europe. I'm actually trying to plan a vacation to Europe with my
I'm
parents.
dying. Oh, they would love. Have they ever been?
Italy, no. We're trying to go to Italy next summer.
Oh, that would be so
I'm really excited.
amazing.
I'm really excited to go there with them.
No, yeah, that's all on my list. All of that. I
all
just
of
want to
that.
have a Euro trip and just knock it
Paris,
down. Knock it
Amsterdam,
down. Yes.
Germany, whatever,
Because
all of them.
it's different out there. Like you go 2-3 hours train, you in a different. You could just really hit it all.
You just gotta really like prepare because you could be out there for like a month.
Natalie, good
you
luck
visit
packing,
everything.
okay, baby? Because if
Girl,
you got a backpack,
10 days.
yeah, good luck. I don't trust you with that shit.
I don't trust myself.
No.
I need to start shopping now for
No,
Europe.
no. That's the thing. You cannot. If you're gonna backpack in Europe, you're not. Okay, if you want to hit.
No, yeah. So yes. So where we're
you
doing,
can't be lugging around.
they're gonna take us to like the Amalfi Coast, Venice. What's another place? Rome. So like you're going to different places. So you stay.
Who's taking you? Like it's
like Gate One Travel. Have you heard of it?
No.
Gate One Travel. You basically they have all countries. So they have the Mediterranean. They have like Greece. They have France. They have Italy. They have China, India, Bali, Indonesia, whatever.
So they take you like little.
You
tour
book with them,
type.
and then it's a guide, and obviously with other people who booked, and you're all like part of the team.
Okay.
And they basically will take you to different islands in the country, and they handle the transportation. They'll give you vouchers for dinner, breakfast, lunch.
Okay.
They show you like, okay, we're gonna take you to this museum. We're gonna take you over here.
Nice.
So it's like more organized instead of us just trying to figure out what to do out there alone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But other than that, yeah. But like, I guess tropical stuff. Like, I still want to go to like Bahamas, Bermuda would be nice. I really want to go to Thailand. Like, there's so many places I want to go, but we need money for that shit. So this needs to pop off.
No. Thailand, Bali, places
Are they
like
cheap?
that. Cheap as fuck. Okay.
I need to do it.
I mean, obviously the plane ride is different.
Right.
But once you get there,
You good?
you good. Yeah. His aunt went, and let me tell you.
Good?
What?
When she says his, she's talking about her man, by
Yeah,
the way.
Sorry. Yeah. There's only one his. So. So yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not his. It was his sister. I meant his Cairo's. Whatever.
Oh,
I was saying
whatever.
his, whatever. We're there.
We're
I know
there.
you know what we're talking about. All right. So yeah. So his sister went, and she had an amazing time one birthday. And ever since then, I'm just like, oh my God, I need to go.
I just want to travel. I don't want to, like, I just want to be able to, but it's like, I always think like there's so many places that I want to go, but not enough time, I guess. That's what the issue be.
Just make
Not
a
enough
list
time.
and slowly check it off. That's
Check it off.
Yeah. Don't get too overwhelmed. Girl, we 30. We not 70. Okay. There's plenty of time. Okay.
I be feeling like there's not enough time. When am I going to do
There's
it?
plenty of time. There's
You're
plenty
right.
of time.
There's plenty of time.
All right.
Let's get started with the episode for real this time. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so we're gonna start with the video that Anthony sent us. Jesus Christ, fucking toxic.
I don't even know how to.
I dated this guy for several months. Everything was going great. I was super happy. And I told him I was pregnant. I thought this was gonna be good news. Turns out I'm the side piece. Turns out the apartment that he had was an Airbnb. He kept taking me to the same Airbnb.
The skill.
The girl he lived with, she paid for his car. She was paying his rent. That's how he had all this money to take me out on these nice dates and get this Airbnb. So when I got pregnant and he left me, I found her on Facebook and told her, and she kicked him out, and he asked if he could live with me. So if you don't look deep, that's why. And guess what? When we were dating, I asked all these questions. I didn't get a transparent answer. So you have to educate yourself. You can't depend on other people to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Lord.
First question that I had that was not answered in that video.
He's ready.
Did she have the baby?
Right.
She never answered that question.
She never answered.
I don't know.
Well, maybe this was part of, I don't know, what is this? A show or something? Because maybe it was part of a longer clip where she probably
No, because
said
she gave
it.
the mic right away. As soon as
Oh.
she finished, she kind of gave the mic and just walked off.
Oh, I don't know.
I really want to know.
I didn't even think, I forgot about the baby because everything else she was hitting us with was so much.
There was so
crazy.
much information.
It was like...
I don't even
know
know
where
where
to
to start with
start.
this,
This is a
honestly.
lot.
I think
people are just getting more, men and women. Y'all just becoming these professional.
liars and manipulators.
Yes. Y'all just professionals. I mean, it don't take too much to think, oh, let me get an Airbnb. But it's just the effort.
That's a lot of
live
effort.
That school
Yeah.
life thing. That's mad work. Like, is it that serious?
I mean,
Like,
if you got a girl paying everything for you, though, you don't want to lose out on that. You know what I mean? So I understand why he wouldn't go to his girlfriend and tell her the truth. Because obviously, I mean, look, she found out. She kicked him out. He knew that was going to happen. But it's like, is cheating that important to you?
This is what I'm saying. Like, I know we're speaking from women minds, you know. I'm sure he'll comment differently, maybe. But it's just like, you really, like, how long you think it's going to last? That you unhappy with your main chick? Like you so dedicated to this lifestyle, like how long you think it's gonna last? Like if you that unhappy to set up a whole new life with somebody else,
Airbnb, like you're booking that shit every weekend, faithfully.
I got two things here, right?
Go.
So one, he should have grabbed the side chick's phone and blocked his main chick, because blocked her on every social media, so that way she could never look her up and find her, because she's just blocked. So she won't be even searched, right?
Oh, I see.
So she can't even look me up. That's what he should have did.
You just gave me more
taking it a step
time.
further.
I mean, shit.
He's just giving clues at this point. Like, just write down the recipe. Like, if you want to get away,
that's what he should have done. But also, the funny part to me is that a man could actually get away with having an Airbnb as a home, because men homes be so fucking basic as shit anyway.
Right.
It's like, bro, you ain't have no family pictures or nothing up in the house.
That's
like, it was
true.
Just straight, Airbnb be looking like
bare,
a dorm room damn
yeah.
near. Like, how you got away with
it's
that?
It's like regular furniture,
Basic
regular, yeah. There's no pictures of anything.
But you see, she was trying to, like, who's really gonna walk into someone's apartment that you messing with or you interested in and really question them? Like, you gotta be real, like, diabolical, like, you know, like detective, because it's like and it could just be the ignorance in me.
I'm gonna say,
if I'm it could just be ignorance, but I'm just saying, like, if you really like somebody, you into somebody, like, you really gonna step into their crib and just be like, nah, yeah, I guess maybe you would, but
it depends on what you've been through, because yes, I agree. Sometimes if you've never been in situations like that, and you are like me, I'm a very trusting person. So it's like, whatever you tell me, okay, cool, I believe you, whatever. Because I also feel like you have no reason to lie to me. So I'm not going to assume that you're lying to me, because it's like, why would you?
Be a clean slate right now.
Clean slate. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Like, I'm not going to hint like, oh, there's no pictures or whatever.
Right. But other people who've gone through shit, they'll immediately be like, how come you don't got no pictures, no personal stuff here? Like, you sure you live here?
The only thing that I think would be a red flag is the bathroom. Like, if you look under the sink and you don't see, you know,
like personal stuff.
Yeah,
I see.
You know, that would be my only thing. Yeah. But from off of this video, I mean, homeboy probably bought deodorant too and had
but some Airbnbs are also pretty good at like giving you all that stuff. Like they'll provide you with the toothpaste, toothbrushes, towels, things like that. But also, he probably wasn't. Maybe he was. He had an arrangement with these people where every weekend I'm gonna be using the space. Because
that was the other question that I had. He was like, where do you live that you're able to rent out the same like
what city? You can't be. You ain't in New York or like no major city.
I went through my whole telly phase, honey. I went through my whole Airbnb phase before I moved out of my mom's house. I went through that whole phase, and let me tell you, as much as we fell in love with like these places, they would not be available again. Like it would take time. Like we would have to plan it. You know.
And were they pricey?
What?
The Airbnbs, like when you were doing, were they pricey?
It depends what we was looking for. Like some were pricey, some were not. Some, you know.
Yeah. I mean, he had the extra money because his girl was paying for everything for him, basically.
The question is like, who, like, did she not see the signs and she was just ignorant, or was he just rocking and doing the best game?
Oh no, 100%
like,
he was wrong.
No, he was wrong, but I'm saying, like, who played the bet? Like, you know.
What she said about, I asked him and he didn't give me a transparent answer.
Red flag.
To me, it's like, that's all you should have needed. But sometimes I feel like deep down we be knowing something's off, but because we're just happy or we're in that moment where like, I just want somebody right now, or I'm happy I found somebody who's interested in me. We click, we vibe, we connect. Fuck it. Like you want to ignore it. You want to ignore the red flags because you feel like you're in a good space.
You give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes. But.
And then somebody in the comments was saying how she didn't take any accountability. I think she did at the end. She was like, next time you got to teach yourself, educate yourself. And I feel like she took accountability.
She just blew her whole spot up. She spilled all the tea. She just embarrassed her damn self.
That shit was
Well,
embarrassing.
how better can you take accountability for the whole situation? Like, so she straight up said it. Like, sometimes you need to. Well, I forgot exactly what she said, but she's like, sometimes you need to dig for the truth. Like,
Yeah,
No,
you can't
she
expect
did.
people to be honest with you, basically.
Right. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, but if you ask someone, he wasn't 100% transparent, but she asked the questions, whatever. How you can't just question everything. You know, you're gonna take what the person
True.
tells you. You're not gonna just question everything. Oh, you have this nice house here, but whatever, or like you don't have anyone. You're single, right? If someone just says yes or no, they tell you no. We're gonna just be like, oh, are you sure? Let me look at your phone. Like, how does that sound? Like, normal people don't do
crazy.
that.
Yeah,
normal
exactly.
people don't do that type of shit.
Exactly, because again, you
But
really think that person is like, all right, you have no reason to lie to me. Fuck it, I believe you. Is it a red flag? This is complete. It's like related, but not really. If you are dealing with somebody, you're both adults, you both live on your own. Is it a red flag when the person doesn't invite you over and y'all been talking for months?
It could be, it could not be. Because there's people that I know that are just very, I don't like people in my crib.
Yeah.
You know?
But if you
what
fucking
they
with
have
somebody.
Kids? Yeah, but what if they have kids?
If there's no kids, take kids out.
All right, fine.
Yes.
Because you know I'm always thinking of the kids.
I know.
Because
I get if there's kids in the crib, you don't want to be bringing people over.
I would think it's weird.
Like, what are you talking
I
to
would
If it's a
That's
man,
weird.
yes. That means he lives with his mom
Or his girlfriend.
Yeah, straight up.
Like,
Straight
at
up.
the end of the day, like, it's definitely a red flag.
Huge red
Facts.
flag if it's a woman. Because if it's a woman and she ain't take...
Well, she has kids though. That's always.
No,
That's
no,
no
we
the
said if,
idea.
we have,
Yeah,
if they
that's
have no
outside.
kids.
That's
Yeah.
outside.
If they have no kids, it's, it's a red flag. But
Yeah, so that's that.
love and light.
Love and light.
But then the crazy part is that he really had the audacity to go back to her.
Right. Wait,
and
wait,
ask
Say,
to
can I
move
live
in.
with
Can I
you?
live
What
with
a
you?
bum ass nigga.
Yo.
I'm sorry. You a fucking bum.
That's crazy. He really had the audacity.
And kudos to her, because I know some women out there that
What
be
if-
like, okay.
Oh yeah, he wants to be with me now, and it's like, no, he only wants to be with
They
you because
like,
his
she
shit at
won.
home is fucked up.
They be looking like they won because he came in. That's
Like,
how-
no, you lost. Now you gotta support and take care of him, and he's gonna do the same shit to you. He's gonna be getting another Airbnb to be with the next bitch. Yeah, love and light. You know what was funny? You saying love and light
What?
because I said that in the other episodes that we recorded, and I'm like, yo, this podcast should have just been called the Love and Light podcast.
Love and light.
Love and light to
Yo,
you.
that has become like part of my vocabulary. Love and
Love
light.
and light,
Love and
because
light. God
Jesus
bless.
Christ.
Some people be like, God bless. Love and light. You know, you don't want to be negative,
You don't want to be negative, but
but it's not a positive situation.
it's not positive
But
at
I'm
all.
gonna send you.
Prayer, love, and light. Speaking of love,
Yes.
or maybe not love at this point. Was that good? Let's do another one, whatever. My bad. All right, so I wanted to talk about bullying in the workplace.
Honey.
Because I've gone through my fair share at my job, especially in the beginning of the year. Remember when I went through that in the beginning of the year? I went through something in the beginning of the year with these two teachers, but one of them, damn, let me not get too personal.
Yeah.
But basically, this is my thing, and I'm just say this generally, because this is not even just like in the workplace, but we're gonna talk about it. You cannot you can't bully somebody, especially through email, because it was an email situation, right? I could read between the lines, and so I think people be trying to G you like, oh, but you came at me and you attacked me, and it's like, yeah, because you think I'm dumb. Like, you talking to me crazy through email, super aggressive. You start bringing up all these like regulations and things, and it's just like, why are you coming at me? And then when I defend myself, it's like, yeah, when you defend yourself, now all of a sudden in the workplace, you're the unprofessional one. You're the one who's out of line and being disrespectful. But it's like, you were harassing me. You were trying to bully me, and because I didn't let you, and I defended myself, now I'm the wrong one. And they don't take any accountability for that. And it's easy for them to play victim. So sometimes I think in the workplace, it's like a fine line between like professionally defending yourself, but then them thinking, oh, you're just being unprofessional.
Right.
And that be my issue. And it's like,
Right.
I think people, they like to, especially in the workplace, there's a lot of passive aggression where it's like, I pick up on that. You pick up on that. Like, I'm not fucking retarded. And then on top of that, like, I have studied communication and speech and language for 6 years, and I have experienced like tone, prosody, intonation, all that, rate of speech, all of that. Like, you're not about to come at me and tell me that I'm bugging. Like, I'm not hearing what I'm hearing. Like, I can read between the lines and I can read your tone. Like, I'm feeling it now because I've been through that a lot. And I think a lot of it also comes from, like, when you're young and you're just starting out and everybody's been there. They feel like, oh, like, I'm older than you. I have more experience than you. And it's like, that's fine. But you don't have experience with what I'm doing. So stay in your lane. I don't tell you how to be a teacher. Don't tell me how to do my job. And that's it. So I guess we can talk about your experience because you're a nurse.
Right.
So I know there's a lot of women in the field, and even in the school system, there's a lot of women
going on. I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, as a brand new nurse or as a young nurse, because even though I'm 31, I don't look 31, and patients think, fellow nurses think that I don't know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes you get bullied as a new nurse because they just pile on you what they don't want to deal with.
Yep.
I've been on units that, like, specifically there's like a lot of OGs, I like to call them, that's been there for years, stuck in their ways, don't want to do nothing, like, and it's just, yeah. Like, I even brought it up in a recent nursing meeting because I'm not a new nurse, but I'm new to my current unit and I see it happening and it angers me because I know how to go about it, but there's a lot of brand new out of school nurses around me and I'm like, nah, this is not, I'm not gonna be the one, because I'm the one that's like, what you need help with? I don't want to see you sweat. Right. Like, let me help you. Like, you want me to give you some of your meds? Like, what is it? I'm very helpful. So when I see that, especially with the nurses who I know that can handle more than the new nurses, I'm just like, this is unacceptable. Like, so I definitely brought that up in a recent meeting, that there just needs to be nicer, you know, and nursing is a very stressful job. It is. I don't have to say, especially in the recent climate of things, with COVID, etc. You know, takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of patience, and like, you don't need that friction from your coworkers who are going through the same thing as you. Yeah. You know, like, we all on the same page. We all on the same team. Like, let's just work together. Like, but it definitely happens with nurses. If people haven't experienced it, I'm surprised, but it's happened. Even with nursing attendants, even a step below that, I used to be so depressed at my nursing attendant job because these older nursing attendants would pile on like all the complete patients, which means like patients who can't do anything for themselves. Like, they would just stockpile them on me, which means you got to clean them, feed them, like turn them, everything by yourself. And it was a lot. So I've experienced a lot of bullying.
But like, how did you handle that? Like,
so with the nursing attendant, like, I literally was really young. So, and they were like double plus my age. So I had and I was working overnight shift. So I honestly sucked it up for that. But as a new nurse, once I like really, my thing is, if I'm doing everything right and by the book and I'm showing my work for it, and you see that, that's how I think I get them to shut them up. Because sometimes during change of shift, like, that's when the bullying starts. Like, oh, why didn't you do A, B, and C, and D? Why didn't you do this? And all this stuff like that. But once they see the work that I put in, because my work shows for itself, then they're like, oh. Right. And once they see that I'm asking the right questions and I'm knowledgeable in my craft, they're like, oh, yeah, no. I can't swindle her, you know? So I try, and I even give advice to new nurses in that regard too. Like, I try my best, like, listen, there's something called bedside report that we're supposed to be doing, but a lot of nurses don't do, which means that you go at the bedside of the patient and you're eyeballing the patient while you're giving report. When you want to leave, that's not happening all the time. And you cannot hold the previous nurse accountable for what's not done because you're just trusting her or his word and you're not seeing the patient. So what I tell new nurses is bring that bitch to the bedside. So you can be like, oh, you told me that there was an IV and it was here. There's no IV. Oh, you're telling me that this is here and this is not there. You're looking at the patient's dirty. The patient, like, you know, O2 sat is low and that's not what they said. So you can hold them accountable. Right. You know, so when you do stuff, usually by the book, you can hold people accountable for what's not being done or what is being done. And like, I've had really good experience with that. Accountability, like, again, oh God, accountability. Here we go. But yeah, I could go on and on, honey.
Yeah. I was just going to say, like, what I learned from that experience, the experience that I went through was just, well, one, now I really keep to myself at work. Like, I don't talk to nobody. I just go in, do my job, leave. But now I just go through my supervisor. So any issues that come up in my school now, I don't talk to any type of like, I go straight to my speech supervisor. I let her handle everything for me.
Right.
Because I'm just that type of person in life in general. If there's an issue that you have with me, I'm going straight to you.
Right.
But you can't you can't always handle it that way in the workplace because that's not how they handle it all the time. Like they want to go to superiors. They want to snitch on you or tell on or whatever. So now I just, all right.
I think paper trail
for sure.
Paper trail.
As for our previous conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing a paper trail. Hi. You okay? Sure, I'll fix it for you. Paper trail, very important. And knowing what your protocols are, super important. Like reading what is supposed to be done by the book.
Right.
And being able to, again, hold accountable what is going on. No, this is actually what is supposed to happen.
Right.
So when you're asking for someone from something, you can.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Just keeping your cool and not letting anybody jeopardize your job. That's it.
Protect your license.
Protect your license. Speak to someone else and let them handle it. If you got a supervisor, just let them handle it. All right, so we're going to transition.
See, we had a lot to say about them.
We did, because, girl, these bitches. Okay, so we're going to switch gears a little bit. And this is going to be very friendship-oriented.
Heard you. Yeah.
So I want to talk about how you can navigate the different personalities of your friends. Like, all my friends are different. And we're going to talk about it. Like, not having, like what you said, not having the mental capacity to deal with everybody. But I guess, how do you navigate the different personalities of your friends? You want to start?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
So okay, my experience with friends is that I'm going to start with this. I do not have the emotional capacity to deal, and I can sound selfish or I cannot, I don't know. But I know myself. I don't have the emotional capacity to be there for 12 different people all at once.
Yeah.
Some people do.
Yeah.
So a lot of the friendships in my life are distant, but not. Like, they're reflective of ours back in the day, that when we wouldn't speak, then we talk and it's like no time has passed, and that happens a lot with me. And I think it's just knowing when to take a step back, knowing when they need you to be there, and just being there when you can, and just being like available when you can, and then just chiming in and updating people about what's going on with you as well. So they probably, okay, Toni's going through a lot of stuff, or she's handling this. That's why she's not, it's not nothing personal, But even recently when I was telling you, it was we're checking on somebody. They've been ghosts, they reach out to me because they know that I'm that person's go-to person. So it's just, just knowing, even she doesn't want to press that person. She's like, okay, I know Toni's the one who talks to her more. Yeah. Let's see, so yeah.
Do you think that that's kind of off topic, but do you think that that's indicative of how do I explain it? Maybe, and I don't know, so you tell me, if that friend maybe isn't that close with her, that they just can't go to them directly?
No. Okay. In that particular circle, I feel like specific friends come to me with specific things. Not in that circle, not everybody's a mom.
Yeah.
All right? So I spend more time, naturally, with the mothers. Right. Because we have more in common. We can bring not that we can't bring our kids around others, but you feel a little I'm bringing my kid, I don't want to bother you type thing. Everybody has a different role, and everyone has a different personality, and everyone brings different things to the table. Yeah. I feel like I vent to people based off of what I know that they've gone through, and they can relate to me. And it's a beautiful thing, because nobody in that circle of friends takes anything personal.
Right.
There's rarely been friction. And if there has been, it's very we eventually talk about it, or I talk to another friend and we talk about it, and then it's kind of squashed. Yeah. So I think it's just being honest with yourself and who you are, and being honest about who your friends are. Right. Being real. Okay, do you really think she's up to that? Right. No. Do you think she's up to that? Yeah. Do you think she's going to pull up? Yeah. Do you think she's going to pull up? No. So, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I want to say this because that kind of reminds me of the situation I was telling you about last week. I can't really get into it, but it was someone's birthday. People pulling up.
Yes.
And in my head, I was just like, they're not pulling up like that. Or they're not going to be that like pressed to even like communicate or respond because y'all don't have that connection. You know what I mean? But whatever, that's a whole other situation. But yeah, I think what you said is right. What you said about the emotional capacity thing, I wanted to talk about how we can support our friends then when they are going through something and we don't have the emotional capacity. So then at what point do you tell them that? Like, yo, I don't got it for you today. Or do you just not respond?
Thankfully never been in that situation. I think it just comes naturally in terms of like how I move. Like that's very, like that in my actions, it's like, even if everything's good, I don't always pull up.
Right.
Because sometimes I just want to be home.
Right.
I'm a homebody. Like I don't always pull up to the spot. So that's reflective on how I am normally and how I am when something's going on.
Okay.
You know, like I pull up when I can, but it's just, you know, it's just how I am. Like I could barely handle the stuff that's going on in Tony's mind. How I'm gonna handle everybody else's, like,
of course.
you know, and I think just being honest is the key, you know, but I haven't had to face that directly.
I think I'm just more so like, I'm going to be here for you and I'm going to listen and I'm going to be there. But there is a limit. Like, you got about a week of me. And then after that, it's like, I'm going to need you to figure it out because I don't know what you want me to do.
Right.
Like, I'm listening and I'm here for you, but I'm not a therapist. If it's like, if money is your issue, I don't got it for you because I barely got it for me. So, like, what do you, like, you're telling me this, but what else do you want me to do? I mean, I guess I could just listen, but after a while, I don't want to listen anymore.
You gotta, when it gets to that point, you gotta be as honest as you can about the situation to them. That's when you're really overly honest with that person, to the point where it's like,
Is it mean?
that's where it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna say what I gotta say, and it may be mean, and this person may be like, oh
really, damn.
You have to at that point, because the more you try to tiptoe around and sugarcoat, they're gonna keep coming back to you.
Yeah.
Like, you're giving them, like, you drip feeding them like positive reinforcement,
right?
Like what they need. Nah, just go for the jugular. Just go for it.
Yeah.
So then what would you say? Have you been through that yourself with people?
Of course, people ask me stuff all the time.
And what do you say?
I'm just brutally honest.
Hold on. No, I wanted to know. I mean, I don't know. I've never had to be brutally. I mean, I'm like, I'd be feeling bad. Like, oh, am I a bad friend because I can't be there for you?
No.
You know what I mean? I feel guilty.
I think like it's knowing the person and how frank you could be with them. Because I feel like, okay, let's just use us, right?
Okay.
I feel like,
But you don't burden me. So when you call me and you need to talk, I'm there. Cause I'm like, yo, I know, Toni, you're not a constant person who calls me to dump your shit on me. So I'm always gonna make time for you because it's like, if she's calling me,
so you've
she
never been
needs
in that
me.
situation.
Feel me? We've never had that. And I
Got
don't feel
it.
like I dump my shit on, do I dump my shit on you? I mean, I could, but
Okay, maybe this is not a good
this is not a good example. Because we're really healthy.
Yeah.
We're like a healthy friendship. So like, I don't know how to, I don't know.
We are, but
know.
I think in terms of that, because I have been very close to those situations, and I just always been lucky that the person does need some isolation.
Yes.
I feel like, and I just go back to what he says, like you just need go straight for the jugular, like just be completely honest. Like, listen, let's speak tomorrow or the next day.
Because right now,
I need you to do A, B, and C. Okay.
I need you to leave me the fuck alone.
Right. I need you to do A, B, and C. And I need you to, you know.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Just because I've been doing things behind the scenes, so I couldn't get exactly where the conversation is right now.
Okay.
Because you told me you wanted me to speak from a man's perspective on topic. I know it was about like something. Was it this?
I don't think it was something else. Social media. We're gonna get to
It's
that.
next.
But it was about no, about like.
Oh,
the
yes,
friends,
yes. So we spoke about previously when we were debriefing, how you handle, because you have a circle of friends.
Like some
Oh,
conversation about men
yes.
and women is
Right. Like,
different.
have you ever been in that position or any kind of situation when, like, how is it being in a circle of friends, everyone is different. Everyone brings different things to the table, different personalities. Like, how do you handle
So we all
keeping
handle
that tight
our
knit? Like,
and also like our problems are all very similar. Our problems I'm just quote unquote, we handle it like men. Like we're not crying about it constantly to each other, and like,
so you don't burden each other.
If there's an issue, we'll talk about it like maybe once, twice or some shit, and we'll just like once and then be like, yo, I heard John is feeling a certain way about something. We'll just like, yo, everything good? Yo, you need to go get a drink. Let's go get some food, and let's just be together, and we'll chill together, and then it's just like our energy together. We all just kind of like we move on from it. It's like, you know what? We got the good energy. We got a tight circle that our energies, we just feed off of it. And like any other problems that we have kind of could just go away. You know what I mean? So we just feed off of that. But then like my female friends, it's like I'm still hearing the same complaints 5 years later. And it's the same things over and over and over. And the shit that sucks with the women problem is all like relationship kind of issues. And it's like y'all have the same issues with different men and new relationships, but y'all still having the same constant battles.
Right.
Where it's like my guy friends it's never that. Like we don't have those type of issues. And that's the weird shit. So that's why I'll be like, it was some female shit, because that's why I always feel that way, because my female friends be having the same drama.
Issues.
And that's the thing too, like when it's the same problem over and over again, that's when I'm like, yo, I don't want to hear this shit. It's the same shit over and over. Like, I'm good.
I don't keep track of a lot of stuff in my life. But something that I
sounds
do
wild.
keep track of, is how many times or how recently have I spoken to a friend about a specific problem. Yeah. I keep track. I'm like, oh no, I know. This week I did.
Because
I spoke to
my
her.
question
Because I
too-
can't burden people. Like, I can't do it. I can't.
But my question too is like, don't you get tired of talking about the same thing?
Right. It gets to that point too. I'm
tired of hearing it.
I'm almost embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to come to you yet again. Like, Toni, at this point, you had all the advice that you could get. Toni,
What more do you need?
What else?
Toni,
What more do
It
you
gets to the
need?
point where like someone, like, say if you have 5 friends, after the first person asking you to explain that story to that first person, everyone else, I'm just like, yo, I can't explain this shit.
You know what I do?
I'm like, yo,
different
ask the
You know
first
what
person I spoke to.
A little hack for me, like, because at the time when I was like keeping all my friends in the loop on what was going on in my life, I would just record it in a voice note and just send it to everybody.
She has done this.
And it's like, boom.
She has sent out mass texts. Listen, guys, and she'll say it. I have voice recorded. She has said it. Like,
and then that's it. You don't got to repeat it, but that's just a little hack. If you have a lot of friends and you know you're going to keep telling this, because they all want to know, obviously they care, they want to know, you want to talk about it, whatever. But again, at some point, my thing is like, if I'm tired of listening to it, you're not only talking about it all the time, but you're experiencing it all the time. So when are you going to get like the hints that you just need to figure it out or just shut the fuck up?
What I'm gaining, like, from all 3 of our responses is that if you have a healthy friendship, a healthy circle, you don't meet those barriers. You don't get put in those situations often,
right?
Because you're being transparent with them. You know, you don't need to explain everything. They understand what you're going through because you keep them updated, and there's an understanding. You know, like with that circle of friends, I remember one time, girl, I don't know how it's happened on multiple occasions that we rent a telly at someone's birthday. And I don't know how it happens that there's one bathroom and like 7 or 8 different girls. But we all take a shower. We all wake up at different times, and there's nobody ever waiting for the bathroom to shower. Nothing. Like, there's been times we go out of country, and we just, you know, we all pick or whatever, and it just works out. We all pair with somebody, and nobody has drama. So I think what I'm gaining is that it's either gonna work with your friends,
or it's not.
And if it's not working and it's not flowing, even though you're having those transparent conversations,
bye. Toodaloo.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. But you know what? No, don't say that.
No, she opened up a can of worms.
Now, look, I was trying to transition. Now we
trust
can't
those people.
transition.
No, don't trust
I
those
have
people.
a small circle.
I have a smaller circle now, even smaller
Okay,
now.
I can name at least 5 friends. When I say small, I mean they have maybe 1 friend.
Oh no,
You
no,
have at least 5 friends.
no, I have five, but yes, you're right. You're right.
That's different. You have
That even though there's some
you have at
distance
least-
now, they're still my friends.
correct. You have 5 friends where no matter what, if you have an event, it'll be at least 5 of y'all chilling and y'all close
Right.
and can have a great time.
I'm having
Right.
an aha
That's
moment because I normally would not say I have a large circle, but when I think of it that way,
You do.
maybe I do.
You do.
I have at
It's bigger
least
than what I
5
think.
I have
You
at
do.
least 5 solid friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
There are people who don't even have that shit.
Yeah.
Or they're constantly bouncing from one friend group to another friend group to
Yeah,
another friend
that's
group.
weird to me. That's fucking
But
weird
they
to me.
always with different people.
Always
Like
with different
how?
people.
You got a new bro or a new sis every week.
It's
That's
weird.
my
Every time you go
bro.
out.
You met him yesterday. How?
It's weird. It's weird. Okay, so I did want to talk about.
We transitioning now?
Yeah, we're transitioning. So I'm going to talk about social media and its impact on friendships.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, the only thing I had to say about this was that a lot of times you make friends with people on social media, but like a lot of it really be superficial. Like y'all just be talking to each other through the DMs and shit. But then in real life, when y'all meet up, it's like, hey, but it's like that's not really your friend.
My perception of this question is like how, like let's say you were trying to call me, but you saw I was active on Instagram, or let's say you trying to message me and you saw I was active, but I'm not answering you. That was my take.
Oh, that's a good. I did not know. Great, I love that.
That was my take.
That's
like how,
good.
So I think again, accountability. Like, you know, I'm tired of this word, but it's true. It's true. It's just like, you know,
but that grinds
it
my
could,
gears with anybody.
it could, yeah, it
Friends,
could,
boyfriend.
it could cause like some friction. Like I feel like if you're very active on social media, then you gotta, you know, me, I'm active and I'm getting into it, but I'm not so active.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna catch me because I'm not on it, you
Right.
know? But if you really on it, and you
it's-
be the one that like, oh, I'm doing my hair. Oh, I'm doing my nails. Oh, I'm down here. Oh, I'm down, like, you know, then you.
That's why, like, what we gonna say? There's no, like, I'm gonna be really honest and transparent with me. I'm always on my phone and I'm always on social media. Especially now, I use the fuck out of my social media. So it's like, I'm really good at responding to texts quickly and picking up my phone unless I'm working, but that's rare. So like, if I'm really not responding to you for days at a time, I just don't fuck with you. Stop hitting me up. Stop hitting me up because there's no excuse. Like, I am always on my phone, and I agree with what you're saying. It'd be people who like are always on their phone that is like, oh, I didn't see your text. Yes, you fucking saw my text.
Yeah.
You're not gonna sit here and tell me you didn't. Like, you full of shit, and I really don't like that shit at all. Like, just be real. You don't fuck with me. That's it. That's it.
So the topic question was, how does social media affect your friendships?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were gonna say
So you
something.
can have a different take, yeah.
No. This has got to do with one of the hosts on the show who let social media affect her friendship. I mean, there was other things that affected it as well.
Wait.
But she was mad.
on.
She was mad because her friend wouldn't even repost that she had a podcast, but
You should
reposted
insert that clip because I went. Remember that clip? We had a clip about it.
and she was so sensitive about it because her friend was reposting someone else.
You remember?
I actually remember this conversation.
We're gonna insert that clip because that's a really good callback to
I
that.
don't even remember where that clip
I
is
can
at.
find it because I remember.
I'm sure you
it's on
remember.
Instagram.
That's that cancer in you.
No, because mad people reposted it and they felt it. Okay, espérate.
This is part of the debrief where I said, I got it perfect.
Nah, this is good. A lot of things to unpack here.
Just start.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No,
Good
I
point,
think at the time, it was petty for me to say that. It was. And I am very sensitive about this. So, like, at the time, I wanted everybody who was my friend to support it and repost it. Now that I'm so, like, I don't really care. Like, now that I'm, like, solid in this and I'm comfy with it. Sorry, he was mad cute walking.
He's adorable. I'm so sorry.
Tony's son
Cairo
is here. And he is hilarious.
Yo, Cairo is here, y'all.
He done got up.
He
10
is the
times.
guest. He wasn't supposed to be the guest, but he has become our guest.
He wanted a cameo. He wants to go. No, he wants you to go with him.
All right.
It's fine. I'll
I will
talk.
be
It's okay. Anthony, sit in her chair real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want an empty chair while I'm talking. And you were here when that when I said that. Sorry, we're back. All right. So at the time, I really cared about of course, at the time, I'm going to care that my best friend supports it and wants to share it. And everybody, it's one thing when it's like all your other friends are sharing it, your family, even people that you don't even fuck with like that are sharing it. It's like, damn, my own best friend can't even share it. It takes 2 seconds to just fucking, you know what I mean? Whatever. You probably don't know what I mean because you're not as petty as I am.
No, I understand what you mean because honestly,
it's
like
hurtful.
I share people's stuff like that I'm not even like great friends with and stuff like that.
And that was the thing.
I understand what you mean, and it really takes 2 seconds.
It takes 2 seconds. And it's like, if you really, you don't have to watch it. I'm not expecting, not everybody watches podcasts. And that's what I had said in that episode. I understand that. And this is probably not your type of podcast. That's fine. You can't just repost it. You don't even got to watch the full clip. You literally just press 2 buttons and you share it and that's it. If I'm your best friend and you're so proud of me and you're so happy for me.
Or another way to show support is like I have, like one of my best friends is a dog trainer. And I don't constantly repost that his dog training stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. But you know, people with dogs I see and I'm like, yo, one of my best friends is a dog trainer. This is his Instagram. Follow him. Or like if you hit him up. I do that shit a lot of times. Yeah, and that's a form of support. Like, you know what I mean? Just something like that.
That's not even something that I think that friend does either. So it's kind of like, I'm not really getting any support from you as my friend unless you come on the podcast. And then when you're a guest on the podcast, that's when you want to repost and share and talk and this and my best friend has a podcast. But then technical. It is what it is. Like, fuck it. It's the truth. Nothing I'm saying is a lie. It's the truth. So it's like, it is what it is. Sorry, what was your original point? That one of the hosts on the podcast? The original
topic was how
social media, because
friendships, and that's how it affected.
Social media, if we're going to be real.
It has affected that.
It affects the way I look at how you truly support me, unfortunately. Right. Because social media right now, especially in this, it's everything. This is how we use, that's how we market, that's how we brand. I need people to share as much as possible. I need to reach as many people as possible. So as my friend, why can't you just help me get there? Like, it doesn't cost you anything to do that.
There you go.
And that's really the bottom line for me. But I'm at a point now where I'm like, fuck it. Fuck your share. Fuck your like. I don't give a fuck.
Because if you can't even support me for free, like that's...
I'm not even asking you rare.
Because that's not even like really... You're not even supporting me with your time with that.
Nothing.
Like no financial... Shit, you don't even gotta come out. You just sit at home.
You
while you're in the bathroom.
You're already. And my thing is like when they share other people that they're not even that cool with.
Right.
Yeah.
So you believe in them or you share them. Why? Like, but I'm really your friends and the one who's been.
Support your friends. Support small business. Support your friends.
But you sharing all this other shit. You sharing these dumbass memes of dogs and people fighting and all that other shit. So you can't support something that's positive. Something that's uplifting people, empowering people. Someone, and you know me personally. Like, of course I'm going to take that shit personal. I don't care. It is what it is.
And I'll blow myself the fuck up. Kike has multiple, like, things businesses going on.
Yeah.
And that's been, like, a critique of his. He's like, yo, like, I got to tell you to repost my shit.
I got to tell you. That's the shit. I got to tell you.
And he'll just pull up. He'll be quiet about it, too. He'll be like, he's gotten better at tagging me so that I'm like, okay.
Repost it.
I'm like, all right, bet. But yeah, that's my fault. Like, there's no excuse for that. I can't, what am I saying to that? Nothing. Because it don't take much time. And then I'm over here, like you said, reposting the stupid shit. Like,
and that's the funny thing. Shit. What you just said, oh man, you lit a light bulb. Because what you just said is like, what am I going to say, right? What's your excuse? Don't give me no bullshit excuse. Oh, I'm hardly on my phone. Yes, you are. You are on your phone. Like, I just saw you post 20 different things. You're not on your phone? What are you talking about? You're on your phone every day. You're on Instagram. You're on social media every day. You are on your phone. I would respect it more if somebody would just be like, you know what? I just don't fuck with what you're doing and I don't want to post it. Great. At least you're being honest and I'm not going to expect it from you. And that's it.
That's not even like... With the cases, it's more like...
But if it was the case, I'd rather you just say that.
Yeah.
Tell me what the real issue... Or just say, you know what? I'm kind of hating on you. I'm not saying that that's what it is. It could be a myriad of things. But what I'm saying is, like, sometimes people are upset with the fact that... sorry. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Sometimes people are upset with, oh, damn, you're doing more than me. I'm not doing as much as you're doing. I don't really want to uplift you right now. I don't really want to give you more light. You're already getting enough light. I want to keep some light for me. So with that, it's like, then I'd rather you just say that. Like, just be real. You know what? I feel some type of way about it. Fine.
But you know what? That just reminds me, like, it's like sometimes you just gotta go off of actions.
And that's it.
Sometimes you gotta have a convo. But sometimes you don't really gotta have the convo.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at right now. Ain't no combos. We good. Love and light.
Love and
It just
light.
comes right back to the love and the light.
Now we're saying we should have named it.
The podcast should be the love and light.
Love and
Because
light.
that's literally after every topic. Love and light. I don't want to make this too long. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's just save those last two topics. Let's end it on the something to think about.
What was that?
So that was about, so we're going to end it with the something to think about for the week. And this is going to be about how you're perceived by people and whether you care or not.
Right.
And Toni's going to kick it off.
So, as a child, I was always taught that how you're perceived is very important. You know, specifically for like my background, like my mom is of course Hispanic, Dominican, Puerto Rican, and she always was like, no, I don't want you to look like a hoe. I don't want you to look like a slut. You can't just be like in the fucking calle, like hanging with whoever. She was always had me on lock. Like, I'm not gonna go chill. Okay. Then grew up, teenage years. I don't get it, Mom. I don't understand. I'm not doing nothing. I'm like, Ma, if people think the way they think, then it doesn't matter. Because I know what, you know, I know that I'm not up to nothing no good. Like, if they want to do this. Especially someone who always had a lot of guy friends, always did a lot of sports. I'm sure it could have been perceived as something negative, but it was never like that. Now, as an adult, and I had this aha moment literally today, because I was, and wow, what a 360 that he's here. So Cairo. So I was just looking at like old posts and stuff. And I'm not saying that like I'm regretful about anything I've said. Like, I've been super transparent. But I'm definitely gonna like think about what comes out my mouth, how I look, because someday, like, this is gonna be on YouTube forever.
Right.
At some point in time, he's gonna get older and be like, "Oh, mommy, what was that?" Like, I know we not like famous and all that, but I'm just saying, like, look at Kim K, look at all these people. Like, at some point in time, she's gonna have to have that conversation with her kids about sex tape or about whatever went on in her life, you know? And that's to every famous person. And I just, like, I am a reflection of my kids and my partner, and I need to make sure that my actions, you know, are, you know, doing well.
You want to make sure that your actions are in alignment with who you truly are.
Yes.
And how you really want your kids to view you. Right?
And yes.
Okay.
And I, of course, I'm still figuring stuff out. So my buffer in my mind, the argument I was having in my mind is that I don't have everything figured out. So I'm gonna make mistakes. But let's limit those. You know, like, this is not a place to discover who you are and all that stuff. Like, it is therapeutic to me. Don't get me wrong.
It is therapeutic.
It is. And
you are going to discover things about yourself.
I am.
Especially when you listen back.
Right. Which I have been. And I'm like, oh, Toni, like, you sound a little crazy. But, so no, I'm just going to be more, like, attentive to that.
So if you had to wrap that up for other people to take with them throughout the week, like, what's a good point for them to think about, I guess?
Everyone is going to leave your mark on this earth some way or somehow. You leave that mark, make it a positive mark. I know sometimes, I don't care. You know what? Come on. Like, yeah. Like, come on. Like, let's.
And then I end up having like 3 kids. And they're like, Ma, that's how you felt about us?
Yeah, like, no.
Sorry.
Like, you're going to leave a mark.
place.
You're going to leave a mark on this earth. And I think about this, like, with my patients all the time. Like, I have a limited amount of time with my patients. The time that I have with my patients at my job, I'm going to make a difference. Because they're going to remember me. Oh, when I was sick that time, I remember that Toni did this and this. And it's like, you really make a difference. And I use them as an example because it's like, I'm in like a sensitive time in their lives. So you're going to leave a mark on this earth. You leave a positive mark.
Yeah.
Okay? It don't matter all the temptations. Leave a positive mark.
Yeah. You say you want to say something or no?
Yeah, I
Make it
was.
quick. Wrap it up.
No, shit. Like Slip, Tony was going. But leaving a positive mark, and also you say like with your spouse, you want people to view like your kids a certain way, your spouse, but like your parents, like it shows like you had some good upbringing, and like that's really is a reflection of your parents, how you behave.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if you really love your parents, like have some respect and have some class and some dignity. You know, because that really ultimately comes down to them. Is how they raised you, because you came from their household. You know, what values were you receiving from them at home? Right. So any outward appearance that you have to other people is really a reflection on them. So if you love your parents, don't ever make them look bad in that light. So always try to remain
That's a good point.
positive. Think about your parents.
Nice.
Hello.
Guys, I love this episode. All right. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good. This was
based
good.
off of everything we said. Like, share,
comment, subscribe. Also, we do need to mention, I keep forgetting to mention it in the beginning of the episode, that we are having our pop-up event in July.
Girl, how we forget?
Girl, I keep forgetting. So we have our pop-up event in July. We're going to be reaching out to vendors really probably within the next week.
Yes.
Clothing, food, alcohol, infused snacks, fun stuff. Maybe
or if
some
you have
tattoos.
your own, or if you have your own, like, you know, products that you sell, candles, creams, whatever you make, clothes, whatever it is.
Whatever it is. So we're going to be reaching out to vendors. We're having our pop-up event in July again. We're going to be doing it in the Bronx. So I'm going to make the flyer for that. We're going to send out all the information.
We're getting
so stay tuned for that. Can't wait. It's going to be great. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Thank you. We're done, Papa.
Done?
Finished. We done. You want to take pictures with us?